Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm KatherineOfSky, and in the last episode we started setting up science, which has been a very exciting adventure for us. I think the first thing we're going to do is add another set of labs on the other side of the roboports. Looks like at the moment we have a little bit of power issues here with things not being connected, so let's go ahead and place down some power poles there and get those sorted out nicely. So that those can be sort of transferred over seamlessly. Right, we want to get the next, let's go ahead and get these guys over, and also we're going to leave a space here so that we can have power poles. Okay, these are one up. There we go. Place all of those down so that we can easily serve some labs from this side. And today we're focusing on purple and gold science. Oh dear, this needs to be fixed as well. Okay, let's just spread this blueprint there, and that hopefully will get organized. Why do we have two radars? That's interesting. Let's delete this one, and also we're going to try to delete this whole section there. Hopefully the bots from the base will get it, and well, as long as we get our roboports sorted out, let's go ahead and just take these to the side for now and extend the roboport network that way. Okay, so first thing we want to start off with is purple science. So let's go to our little window of joy and happiness where it has everything calculated for us. We are going to need 23.7, i.e. 24 assemblers for purple science. We need 12 for electric engines and 9 for regular engines, as well as, looks like we're going to need some pipe assemblers. I'll have to add one of those, and we need assembly machine assemblers as well. So that's lots of the things we're going to need to make. Furnaces as well. Goodness me, lots of stuff to make here. So let's just get started. Now, the one thing that I know is not going to fit well is going to be our electric engines, because they need an extra space because they have this lubricant. So let's go and, well, let's give some power to these guys first so they don't sort of like, no, we have no power. Yeah, we don't want to hear them cry in the night. It's kind of unpleasant. Wait, you know what? We don't have to walk there. We can use map mode. It's okay. It's all right, KOS. We can go there. The other thing that we are looking at is we're still... Oh, are we? No, looks like we have some robots, but I think... well, I have a confession to make. I already recorded this episode, but the sound was screwed up, so I'm having to do it again. So what I did in the previous episode was actually to double robot production because we still didn't have enough of it. So that I'm going to do that right now. Real quick. Let's get this over here. There we go. Because we were very, very short on bots. There we go. And we might as well have them working for us at this point. There we go. And those guys will connect up quite nicely. And then we'll have even more bots by the end of this episode. So I did want to just copy, what this looks like here, so that we can transfer it into a new area. And we need to grab, oh, that's this whole thing. We can take that off for sure. Take these guys down here. And then add our newfound love of these machines here, right there. And in that way, we can also connect the lubricant without having extra, annoyance or whatever. Okay, let's get this going there. Now, how many do we need again? We need 12 of these machines. And I think instead of using an underground there, I think we're just going to use a regular pipe at the end there. So we're just going to copy this a couple of different times. This one here, take that out, replace with regular pipe. Okay. And then again. So that's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. These two are not needed, so take those guys off. I'm going to also add some power poles there. Oopsies. And a centralized one there, just to have everything starting to work. Now here, we do have the issue that some of these areas are not covered by a RoboPort, so I'd like to copy this area and grab some RoboPorts for this whole situation there. Yeah, that should be enough. Just like this. And just place it alongside like that. That's more than enough coverage for what we need for these engine production, for this engine production, pardon me. Now we can get on with making the rest of the stuff. So I think I'd like to put down my little magic assembler thingy and find out, oh, we were having it, I think it was like here-ish. I think that's the right height. Yeah, it matches the height of those labs. So we're just going to go for that. Now this is going to be making the regular engines to supply those electric engines. And we need, how many of these? We need 9 of them. Okay, so we'll just organize that way. Paste this into here. Call this good. Okay. One thing that I wanted to do is actually upgrade this to having stack inserters, because I think a lot of our assemblies are going to need them. So let's just make a new thing for that. I don't know if these need them. I don't think so. So we can leave them as it is. They really need very, very little materials. So these guys, we need 9 of them, and then we're going to need a partial pipe maker. So we'll put down 8 of these, and then we'll add the pipe maker at the end. There we go. It's 2, 4, 6, 8. Or I could add the pipe maker in the middle. That would be just fine as well. So there's less stuff to go around there. And this is going to need lots and lots of iron. So we're going to have like 500 iron here. And we're going to wire up the chest as before, so we don't overstay our welcome here. We'll have engines being, let's see, if it's less than, say, 500. And then pipes. We need, I don't know, 1200, something like that. Okay, and then we want to unlimit this chest as well, because this is just going to artificially limit it, and we want to just make sure that it produces plenty of stuff. Now, how is this going? We do need a stack inserter there, though. And we're going to need our... can we add productivity? I forgot. Where are my modules? Hello? Modules. Oh, there they are. Can I add those here? No, alas not. Okay, well that's alright. And I think we also need an output of stack inserter for these as well, because it is charging like crazy. Okay, so we got these guys made. That's a good thing. The next thing we can do, let's see, we need to make some furnaces. So we'll start on that right now. Let's just copy this whole line of beacons here. Okay, let's put these down, and then we'll put down sort of a test thing. Another line of beacons, just kind of preparing for stuff, just in case we might need them. Might need the space to make stuff. I'm sure we will, because we're making both purple and gold science here. Alright, we're going to make furnaces next. Let's see what we need for those. Let's see, I think they're here. There they go. Electric furnaces. We're going to need a bunch of stuff. Wow. 10 steel plates, circuits, and stone bricks. And no productivity modules to slow them down, unfortunately. Or provide any bonuses. Let's see, are we going to be able to make these guys reasonably fast? How long does it take? 5 seconds to make them? Really loved this to sort of... Come on, guys. Oh, wait. Of course it's not filling up the box because I haven't requested anything. All right, 1,000 of those, 500 circuits, 1,000 bricks. And I want to see how this performs. You can add 1, 2, 3 there. And I'd really like to see, you know, how much is needed here. What are we doing over here? We have, yeah, we're using our Logibots, which is nice. Let's also mark out where we need to have the minimum distance of RoboPorts, which is right there. Or maximum distance. Okay, so how is this going? Is this working? It is pausing and stopping. I think we should add a second chest for each of these guys. Okay, because I don't want it to pause. There we go. Right. Right, we need 7.5 machines. Still, I think it's still worth it because they do pause too frequently for me. All right, let's get these guys up. So we need 8. That's 4, 6, and 8. Okay, and we have furnaces made. The next thing that is on our list of stuff is going to be assembling machines. Now, if we look at our window here, we're going to need 0.8 machines of assembling machines. Now, I know that assembling machines take quite a lot of materials. We're going to have to really feed this thing really well. So let's make that assembly. And let's see, we need 24 of those. I guess it's just going to have to be a machine on its own to make stuff. That's okay too. Let's put this thing down. And we will see. Let's see. You're going to make assembly machines, please. And you're going to need a whole bunch of stuff. We may just take this thing out altogether. Whoopsies, not that. Okay, paste this stuff here. And we're going to need a bunch of stuff. 300 of these. 500 of those. 1 billion of those. Lots of. And this is stopping constantly. Okay. Let's maybe make a couple more chests. How's that gonna work? You gonna be happy with this thing? We just need more iron deliveries, looks like it. Lots more iron deliveries. Are we short on robots now? Yeah, now we're at 0 robots. No. It's okay though. Hopefully that might be enough. But yeah, 9 iron plate every half a second is a lot of iron plate. All right, let's just make one more extra chest for good measure. I haven't calculated this, but when I recorded previously, it was a very, very big bottleneck. So that's, hopefully we're gonna get that solved very shortly. I think that's all that we really need for making blue or purple science. So I think we should go ahead and start placing those down. Let's figure out how long these areas are. We need, let's see, this is 20, 23, 24. I feel like I'd like to just place down our purple science, maybe in this column, possibly evening it out with this one, just to make it nice and easy. Okay, purple science, here we go. Right, and these just need 1 item a piece, so they really don't need a lot of minding at all. I'm gonna find out how many seconds it takes. Let's see, how many are these? 14 seconds. Yeah, we're gonna use, I think we're just gonna use fast inserters for this. We don't really need stacks at all. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab these guys along. We're just gonna go up, up and up and up. Okay. Let's count how many we have now. All right, we have, that's 20, and then the second is 22, and we need 24. Okay, that's just fine. I'll put these guys over here, and that'll be good. Fantastic. And we can get rid of, looks like these 2 at the very least. add on our lovely power poles. There. Nice. Okay, cool. All right, so let's see what we can do for gold science, because that's our next project. Looks like purple science is being made very, very nicely. This is interesting. Let's see how much space we need for gold science, and then we'll get our roboports placed down over there. Go here. Nice. Okay, everything's connected. Nice. Good. Okay. Let's go back to our window. Choose some gold science. Hello. Excuse me, thing. Can you not do that, please? There we go. Gold. There we go. All right, and we have stuff. Right. So gold science needs batteries and blue circuits, and it needs these modules. The only thing that is troubling about this whole situation here is that it gives us a number of machines. It also, well, the thing is, let's go back to our game window here. And if we look, gold science needs copper cable, but this calculator is giving us the copper cable needed for green circuits as well. So this is not ideal because we have green circuits made elsewhere. We really don't want to overproduce on copper cable, like 56 assemblers. We don't want to have all of that. So what we can do is, instead of saying, oh my God, I want to guess. No, we're not going to guess. We're going to say, aha, how much copper cable, how many copper cable assemblers do I need for yellow science minus green science. So we need 56.7 for all of those. So I'm going to write that down, 56.7. And then we're going to plug in green circuits, which is 37 up here. Let's see. Oh my goodness. No, hold on. Something's gone wrong. Did I mess something up? Oh my gosh, did I change? Oh no, did I mess up the ratios? Oh, good gracious. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. What do you want? Pardon me. All right, we're going to go back to the game. We're going to trim down some of our things. All right, we need 8 of these. Sorry, everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then these are gone. Darn it, I was calculating something else, and apparently I forgot to change the settings. So I truly apologize for that. It's kind of an annoying thing, right? Okay, now we need, what else do we need? We need one assembler for, let's see, how many do we need for engines? We need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, and we have 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. Assembling machine. Oh, wait, furnaces. How many furnace makers do we need? 5. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can take off this one and above. That one. Get rid of these guys. I think that'll be okay if we do that. Oh my gosh. All of this stuff is here. Boy. Okay, that's fine. We can probably move this down. We do need one assembly machine maker, and then we can reduce the number of purple potions maker things as well. Okay, what we can do with this is actually turn it around. Copy this whole thing. And then sort of like arrange it this way. That still is in alignment, which is nice. Okay, that's cool. Remove this. And we need far fewer. We only need 15 purple science makers altogether. Wait. What a silly mistake I made. Okay, how many are we having here? Let's find out. Let's see. How many are these? This is 10. We could extend this up 5, which would be okay. Let's go for that. I like that idea. Just make it more compact. Let's see, 15, that's 16. Okay. We'll just grab the 16 and place them up here instead. Darn it. I can't believe I made that mistake. That's so weird. Right. So we just check that these are not aligned with the beacons, like exactly aligned, I should say. Because some alignment is good, of course. Okay, get rid of these. Right. Thank goodness for robots. Man, I don't think I would want to play the game without robots. Oh boy. They are so important to one's enjoyment of the game, I think. Well, at least in late game where you're having a lot of stuff that you need to shift around and stuff like that. I think they are very, very important. Okay, let's just count these guys. We have 16, so we can actually take off this last one here. Oopsies. Oh no, I didn't need to do that. Go away this. Oopsies. My inventory is full. Wonderful. Like, really, how can these not be auto-trashed? I don't get that. I think I must have taken them off, that's why. 50, I can take, I'll have 30, that's fine, for making pumps. But otherwise, I don't want to see them. Take them away. Okay, good. Let's grab this thing, put that there. We'll also grab this guy and put it on the side. Just in case later we would want to change or add other stuff. At least this won't be kind of in the way. Alright. Take that way. Good. Okay, we now have a fairly compact purple science build, which is very nice. Including all these guys over here. Are these guys not... Ah, yes. We need to connect those things real quick. We need to connect all of the lubricant for here. So let's go run back and figure out where our connections are. There's one here, but looks like it's not connected to anything. Okay, cool. Let's place some of these down and then get like a larger blueprint. That would be useful. Okay, just copy this whole thing. I don't know if these other ones have been... are like in a good order or not. I'm going to place these where they can cross the train tracks easily. Okay, take that there, move the radar. Put the radar back down. Okay, take these out for sure. Oh, and it looks like we need some more coverage RoboPort-wise here. It's always nice to be able to run along and just get spot deliveries on the sidewalk no matter where you are and not have to worry about being in the zone. It's kind of like what the pathway is for from my perspective. Okay, cool. All right, let's get lube flowing and get purple science being made. Okay, nice. Grab that bit of pipe. That one, actually. Oh, never mind. There we go. Better. And we're now getting engines made. Yay. Woohoo. Okay, so this is going to function. Hooray. Oh, wow. I'm glad I kind of averted that disaster. That's a good thing. Right, on to gold science. So let's go back to our window here. Oopsies, what happened there? I don't know what the heck I clicked. Gold science, here we are. Right, so we have gold science. As we were saying, we have, right, we need to figure out this amount. We have 36.3 copper cable required, but that's going to be for gold science plus these green circuits. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in this number 23.7 in here. I wrote down the 36.3, by the way. So we're going to go here and say 23.7. Excuse me. 23.7, right? And that tells us we need 25.4 factories. So we're taking 36.3 minus 25.4, and that is 10.9. That's how many copper cable factories we're going to need for having gold science be 1,000 per minute. Okay, so we're going to change this back in case we have gotten that totally messed up. All right, so let's get those copper cable factories down. All right, so set them up here. Choose copper cable. There we go, and there and there. And we're going to have to request a whole bunch of 500 in here. And I want to see if this works as intended, like at maximum speed or not. So hopefully the bots can start delivering some copper over here. I'm curious, do we need a secondary chest to feed this or not? Just make sure there's plenty in the chest. Oh, wow. Okay, these need an output of a stack inserter, that's for sure. Okay. Okay, it looks like they're going continuously. Maybe even needing a second output, but I don't think that that's really that necessary. I think it's going to be pretty okay just as it is. We need 10.9, and I think the minor delay will make up for that 0.1 that we're missing. All right, let's go ahead and get these guys upward and onward. So we'll have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 11. So I'm going to take off this one and just transfer this chest onto the side instead of right over there. Okay, and onward back to our list. Next thing up is going to be the module makers. So let's go ahead and put down a temporary situation for that. It says here we need 14.3, so 15 of those guys. Of course, these don't have the productivity modules in them. And notice that I'm not putting speed modules in, and that's just because a lot of times the makers, maybe not these, but stuff like green circuits or copper cables cannot keep up if you put extra speed modules in these slots. So I'm just choosing to go the simple way and place these down without any modules in them. I mean, you could put modules, I suppose. All right, let's see what we got here. We'll go back to our window here. Okay, if we want modules and have speed 3s, transfer them over. We need, what does it say? 10.3? Is that the same as it was? Okay, it was 14.3, and if we have these, we have 10.3. It reduces the machines by a little bit. I suppose we could do that. Why not? Okay, let's go back to our here. So we'll do 10.3. That's 11. If we add speed modules, so let's add our speed modules. Let's just make sure that the inserters can easily keep up because these have a very long craft time of 15 seconds. Okay, so that's just fine. Just be consistent in what you do, and well, or not. You don't have to be. But just remember to do the calculations for what you want to do. That's probably the most important thing. All right, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10, and we need the 11th right there. Okay, just copy this guy over. There we go. Nice. Okay, so that's our module makers. The next thing is, I think that may be it. I think we just need the gold science makers themselves. We've got our processing units, speed modules, copper cable. So we need 15 of those assemblers, and I think we'll just put them in a line down here, so it's a pretty good spot to put them. So they'll be kind of in line with all the rest of the stuff. I like to kind of try to keep them as a block, you know, instead of going like all the way off to the universe up here, you know, or all the way to the train line over there, just because it sort of aligns with our train station and the robot flight paths better. Let's see, how are our robots doing? Oh, we're actually doing okay, but probably that's because we have no output for these guys yet. All right, let's get gold science worked up here. And now these guys are going to need some special attention because we're going to need a ton of stuff. All right, go 100 here, go 300 here, and 100 there. And I'm going to add extra chests here, requesting 1,000 copper cable, just to make sure that all of this gets organized and we can have these guys fed each by 2 chests. There we go. So let's make sure that those can be... Okay, we're just short on cable. But that's because these guys have no output, I think. And why are you unhappy? I don't understand why they're not bringing it from over there. Okay. All right, there we go. We are getting enough copper cable. Okay, great. So let's add these where we need to. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 15.2 are needed, 16. Sounds like a good plan to me. These guys can be removed, these last ones. I guess I could go back and find some other places where I can insert speed modules, maybe like those turrets or the grenades or something like that. I'm going to leave these guys up here because the next thing we need to organize is space science. But these are looking pretty good. Now, I guess I probably want to leave 1 row more for space science, then put more roboports, and then have some stuff, because these guys don't actually reach that far. They reach, let's see, 1, 2 rows. I don't know if that's going to be enough for space. Let's go and check. Let's check it out. Let's go to our window here and figure out space science. Whoops. There we go. All right, looking at assemblers here, we need a bunch of stuff. Holy fuzzy cats. I don't think this is the right number. Enter a value to specify the rate. We need 1,000 per minute. Okay. Factories. Wow, I don't understand how this is working at all. These guys. Rocket parts. There we go. We need 0.9 of these. 46. Is that right? That sounds like an awful lot. I'm going to have to investigate these numbers because these seem really high, the numbers here. These guys, 52 of these. And what about, what's the other thing? Rocket fuel. That's down here, right? 49.7. Those numbers seem really high compared to everything else that we have. Of course, the crafting time on those is also very high. It's like 30 seconds per each of these items. So I'm going to investigate that, make sure I have all of the right numbers, and I'll come back with space science in the next episode. But in the meantime, thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.